Hello everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I was going to take one of these Butterfly Oracle Butterfly Life Changes oracles to start us out, and then we'll do some tarot. So what is the message, please? Whoops. What is the message, please? So messages for this week, for everybody. Messages for this week. We have volunteer. Volunteer. Okay, so that's the life change oracle. On the bottom we have forgiveness. So let's pull some tarot. Okay, so what messages do we have for this week, please? Messages do we have for this week, please? Messages for the collective for this week. What is the message, please? We have the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Just came right out. And then what other messages do we have, please, for this week? We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So right away with this volunteer card, I mean, I guess you could be volunteering, but really what I'm getting is that this is more of like a conscious decision on your part to take part in something that to take part in something. And so I'm kind of getting like the image of like volunteering for to be like in the military or something. It's not like specific like that, but that's just kind of like what the general idea is, what I'm getting from this volunteer card. So from the spread here, I'm getting there's some sort of ending happening. There's also some sort of decision going on with you. There's like a big ending. It's a stressful ending, but there's sort of like two sides to this ending. It could be really stressful. It could also bring about a lot of abundance, and I think that's kind of where this decision comes in. I feel like some of you are guarded, but I feel like you're also recognizing that you need to take um, a journey down a certain particular path, and this has kind of been something that you've put a lot of time and energy into. And so that could be where the volunteer card is coming in again. You put a lot of time and energy into, you haven't really seen the results, but now it says, you know, that with these two tens here, that something is finally coming to an end, and there's an opportunity to kind of take direction down a different path. But it looks like you might be kind of having trouble making this decision. You might be closed off to it because there's a lot of things that you don't know. There's a lot of things that you can't see. Um, and you could be like thinking about how the past was better, how things might have seemed better in the past, things might have looked better, felt better in the past. Um, but I will clarify these cards and see if there's anything else I could get here. But yeah, this is like something that you have been, you know, working towards um, in your physical life. You've been doing something to try to, get to the end of this cycle, get to the end of whatever's been going on, this stressful time, this burdensome time for you. And I do see there is abundance, but there's some sort of decision I think that needs to be made with this. So let's see what else we got. Clarify these cards, please. What other messages do we have, please? What other messages do we have? All right, let's clarify these cards. Show me why this Two of Wands energy is here, please. Oh, we have the Two of Cups. It just like snuck right out there. Okay, show me why the Ten of Wands energy is here, please. Why is the Ten of Wands energy here, please? We have the Four of Swords. Show me why the Ten of Pentacles energy is here, please. We have the Hermit. Show me why the Six of Cups energy is here, please. Show me why the Six of Cups energy is here. We have the Magician. And show me why this Two of Swords energy is here, please. Why is this Two of Swords energy here? Why is this Two of Swords energy here? We have Death. And then we have the Hierophant on the bottom. So right away I noticed the Hermit card came out, and this is the card of Virgo. We are in Virgo season. So this could be part of this energy. It's sort of that like going within, trying to heal some things, trying to figure some things out, really taking the time to look inward to kind of draw this light out. So he's trying to draw his light out. And it's going into that darkness to kind of draw that light out. And we do have it's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like where the abundance is going to come from. It's coming from this place of healing, this place of introspection. This is where the abundance is coming from. Um, Okay, so we have the Two of Wands with the Two of Cups. This here is telling me there is definitely a decision. There's a pathway to take. This could very well have to deal with your partnerships, your relationships, your connections with other people. It could be a specific connection, or it could just be in general, what you're choosing a path. You've been called to choose a road. Um, we do have an elk between these two. So I feel like for some of you, this could be this elk is about really focusing on having determination, having stamina, having that perseverance, and maybe thinking about how you might be competitive with others at this time. With the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords, it's like you're on this journey. You have this sort of, I have three too, so there's some sort of decision. There's some sort of decision that you're making. This is the burden that it's been. You're trying to find clarity within this burden. You're trying to figure out, like, where do you go from here? This has been really hard. It's been really stressful. You're trying to make your life easier, so you're trying to figure that out. That's why we have the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like you want this abundance, so you're trying to figure out how you can get this abundance. And so you're looking within. Um, we have the Six of Cups and the Magician. So you are trying to manifest better relationships, better connections with others. You're trying to manifest, you're really trying to transform this energy into something where it can be more peaceful, more harmonious, maybe get more joy out of the situation. But I feel like this is a huge transformation. This is a huge transformation that you're going through, and it's going to, you're a little bit closed off to the transformation. You're a little bit closed off still. And so I feel like with this Hermit energy here, that's going to help you heal this sort of like closed offness, because what right now with this Two of Swords, what it's telling me is that right now you haven't been able to really make a decision um, down one of these paths. You've kind of made the decision to not make a decision, if that makes sense. And so this has to do with guarding yourself, guarding your heart. It has to do with fear. It has to do with not feeling like you can trust the situation entirely. Um, because of these huge transformations, like I do see a huge transformation. I have the Hermit, the Magician, and the Death, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So this huge transformation is happening because you're looking for this abundance. You're looking for this abundance, but I feel like there's something that you're still feeling like, I don't know if this is a lie. I don't know if this is reality, if I can actually have these things that I'm looking for, because I feel like you've worked really hard. You've been trying to work really hard to put your energy into figuring out what it is that you truly want. With the Hierophant here, you really have spent a lot of time and energy on this. You've been trying to really figure out like where are your values within this sort of situation, which path would be the best for you and why. Because the Hierophant is about looking at our values. It's looking at like what do we really believe, what is really true, what is really what are your values? How can you align yourself with your values? And so I see you've been working really hard overall. And so that's kind of creating this sort of transformation. It's creating this like going inwards, um, trying to manifest these connections, these, because I really do see it's about some sort of connection or having better connections or something about connection with that. And it's causing this sort of internal transformation um, that is very scary. It's very like you're trying to find clarity. You're trying to, it has been a burden, and you've been trying to find this clarity within yourself, within this transformation. And so I think this volunteer card, this leads me back to this volunteer card. This is kind of what I was trying to say before. It's not really like, I don't know if that's a good example of the military, but it's kind of like, it's like signing up for something to um, make a difference, to create something different. And I'm sorry that's like the only example that's really coming to mind, but this is sort of like a I guess spiritual warrior. Spiritual warrior is kind of what coming to mind. So in this process, you have, whether it's been conscious or unconscious, you have volunteered to take this journey, to take this path down this road, to make this decision, to transform yourself for this abundance that you're looking for. And so that has to do with all these values. It's like a very deep, um, it's like a, yeah, like a spiritual warrior kind of volunteer, if that makes sense. So I wanted to take one of these mystical shaman oracles. This is a really heavy reading. Hopefully this resonates. Hopefully it's not too stressful to hear. But I mean, I do see there's a lot of stress, but I do see a lot of good things. I really see that, like, you know, whoever's been working on this is really, taking that time to go within. You're really recognizing where your power is, and you are, using this energy to figure these things out, figure out these big life processes, these big life changes, and in a way, you're becoming sort of this volunteer for the universe to spiritually kind of transform things, if that makes sense. I don't know if this is making sense to anybody, but let's see. What other messages do we have from the mystical shaman oracle? What other messages do we have? So, what is the message, please? Show me what the message is. Oops. These cards stick together. What is the message, please? I have the Hunter. the hunter number 27, which breaks into a 9, which is interesting because 9 is the number of the hermit card. So that, and then we have lightning on the bottom. That's pretty cool. So I'll read from the book for this hunter card, number 27. So it says, the invitation is rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by Spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass and use all your senses, including your common sense. Wow, that's really powerful, and it's really interesting that this came up because being this sort of like spiritual warrior volunteer, as I was talking about, the whole tarot is kind of based on the something that they call the fool's journey, and Joseph Campbell calls it the hero's journey, but it's really basically it's the construct for um for the story of your life, the stories that we tell. And so I do see this. This is like this transformation. It's like going within the dark to bring out the light, to bring this abundance. And that's what this hunter is saying. Like, you can only pave your own path. The hero's journey or the fool's journey is about, um, the fool is the number 0 card in the tarot. And so the fool is about, he's going to start this journey. He or she is going to start this journey that is going to lead him to kind of have to deal with his inner demons or deal with his darkness, deal with his, um, fight these battles, fight these dragons, fight these demons or monsters, whatever. So this is kind of what I see going on a little bit here, and I think that's why this volunteer card came up. It's like the spiritual um, warrior volunteer. So this is a beautiful reading. I know it's super heavy, but I have faith in you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys later.